morning, welcome back to another weekly vlog. This will be one of the last vlog clips in my current car, guys. My car is going back on Sunday. I'm actually now really excited about, if you watched my last vlog, I bought new car. I'm really excited. I won't yap your ears off too much about that. My niece came into the world. How old is she now? She's like 2 days and a few hours old. Currently about to go to the hospital to see her for the second time. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see my sister, but I also can't wait to see little Willow. I really didn't get to see her much the other day because if you didn't watch my last vlog, my sister didn't have the greatest experience, we'll just put it that way, and my sister ended up in the ICU, so she was actually without Willow. After giving birth to her, whilst we were there, they actually allowed her husband to come down and bring the baby down, so it was really nice. I mean, it was honestly probably like top 10 nicest things to witness, but also worse. Like, I can't talk about it too much because it is going to make me cry. It actually did break my heart a little because I could just see, like, as soon as the door opened and he came in with her, my sister was like, I could just see the emotion. Yeah, there's a little bit of me that is, sorry, we're starting this vlog off on a very strange note. I am excited, it's an exciting time, but there is a little bit of me that's like a little bit heartbroken for my sister and her experience. I'm excited because I only got to hold Willow for like 10 seconds the other day, so hopefully I'm going to get a bit more of a snuggle today. I don't know why I've put my nice Aritzia cardigan on because she's a chobber apparently. She keeps throwing up, so she's probably going to throw up on me. On the way there, might ring Volkswagen because that's who my PCP agreement was with, and I need to tell them that I'm not keeping the car, so they don't try to take £28,000 from my bank account next week. Yeah, I was going to go to the gym this morning, but last night I actually didn't end up falling asleep till late, so actually ended up sleeping in a little bit this morning because my sleep this week, as you can probably guess, has not been tip top. It's not been great. It's actually been pretty shit. I don't know if I am going to go to the gym today. Today I really need to film the intro for my glute workout video. I really need to get that done and I need to get that edited. I also need to make a thumbnail. I'm gonna go and see little baby Willow Celia, my beautiful mama sister. And guys, I look so crazy right now because I've got this bloody roller in my head. It's officially, well, I think I might have to stop like in the days on the screen in this vlog because I feel like it could end up being quite a higgledy-piggledy vlog. I do apologise. I also kind of don't apologise. Yeah, the last time I filmed was Friday, and this has probably been the hardest week I've ever had, and I don't really want to talk about it yet. It's been such a weird week because obviously my niece is here and it's so exciting, but with my sister I just feel awful. I literally ended my last vlog talking about the fact I've got a new car and my car's going back, and today's Sunday and I'm taking my car back to Audi in Leeds. There's been a bit of a headache with it, to be honest, which I will explain later, so I'm hoping that there's no issues because when I say I am at the end of my tether, the tether is burnt. Probably the cleanest she's been since I got her. Fingerprints on here, but in terms of like emptiness, she is totally empty. I've got all my important documents that they're going to need, and yeah, she's going, guys. I'm gonna miss this steering wheel. I love my new car, but I do just love this steering wheel. Oh my god, that's so spooky. I'm bang on 22,700 miles. Car is going. I'm picking up my new car tomorrow. We are returning my car and going into Leeds for a little bit whilst my mum is visiting my sister, and then we're gonna go this afternoon. I wanted to document this because I documented me getting my car, and I can't believe it's been over 4 years since I got it. Now she's going back, so yeah, everyone say goodbye to Aurora. She's been a dream to drive. I've been incredibly lucky. It's time to go, and it's time to get myself off the PCP belt. Guys, we're here. Finally time. She's going back. I'm sad that it's going, but I don't really care in the grand scheme of things, to be honest. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting very depresso espresso in this vlog. Let's bring some better vibes. I'm so nervous. I don't know why. I've never done this before. I've never given a car back. So last time I gave a car back, I went straight into a new one. So say goodbye to your old vlog background. We're gonna get a new one tomorrow. Goes, guys. Say goodbye. Now in the jiggle. I think the man in Audi thought as this girl got something wrong with her because he seemed confused that I was confused. He was like, I thought it was this big process because Volkswagen have actually like been such a pain in the arse this week because it's Volkswagen that do the finance for Audi. I went in and I was like, I'm just here to drop my car off. I'm leaving it here. It's the end of the PCP. And he was like, okay, literally just need your keys and your VC5. I was like, oh, 2-minute thing. We were in and out. Got no complaints about Audi in Leeds. I think they're really nice in there. Really nice.
It's just the bloody VW financing
Volkswagen
group.
Financial Services. I was vlogging before I rang them, and then I didn't vlog since. So I rang them and said, hi, basically I'm going to be giving my car back at the end of its PCP. It ends next week. The man at Audi in Leeds told me you literally just bring it back at the end of the agreement, just wait until the end and bring it back. The woman on the phone was like, oh well, you've left it quite a bit late, so we might still try to take the balloon payment. I went back through all the letters that they've sent me about my finance coming to an end. None of them say need to let us know X amount of weeks in advance. It literally just gives you the 3 options. There's nothing about dates or anything like that. Or maybe 5 weeks for the man to come out and collect your car. And I was just thinking, I'm literally picking up a car the next day from giving it. Neighbours and my parents will kill me. I can't have 2 cars at my house. And then the real kicker is, because I'm still technically the registered keeper of the vehicle, I can't cancel my insurance on that car until they've picked it up, because someone has to be legally responsible for it, and it's me. If they'd have told me this and told me it was going to be 4 weeks, I'd have started the process at the start of January. No one tells you that. So you have a car on finance, PCP, and you are just planning on handing it back, you're not rolling into another agreement, please be aware of the fact that they are not very keen to help you, especially if it's Volkswagen Financial bloody services. But in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that deep. It couldn't have happened on a better week, to be honest, because it's really given me perspective. I'm gonna mooch just to some bits, get a coffee. All right, let's go. Okay guys, so we've come to the cafe now. It's actually probably my favourite of all the chain coffee shops for coffee. It tastes like cow's milk. That's cow's milk.
It's cow's milk. I did say oat milk.
You did say oat milk.
Nice.
I'll go back down. Always wanted to try one of these cream buns. It doesn't smell how I expected. It's going to be like a donut, but it's not. It's a brioche bun with cream. That's disappointing. Okay guys, we're now back in the car. I went to High Grind. Been there before, but I don't really love the coffee and I don't really love the matcha. The matcha from there is not good. Maybe they've changed it. When we went, it was not good. Apparently these smoothies are really good. They're meant to be like an Air One dupe. Taste test. Huh? It's nice, but it just tastes like a normal smoothie. If this is an Air One dupe, I'm really confused as to...
What is an Air One dupe?
Air One's like a really ridiculously expensive, fancy schmancy health food place in LA, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, please tell me, because I actually don't know, because I've never been. The only place I've ever been in the US is Texas. A banana in a smoothie. All you're ever going to taste is the banana. But it's nice, it just tastes like a banana smoothie. Bought my sister 3 different sets of pyjamas. And then in Hollister, I found this rogue leopard print hoodie, and it was actually in the sale, so I got it for like 25 quid. Went into Aloe. I didn't film because it was actually really busy in there. I just don't understand Aloe. There are a couple things that I've liked. Like I really did like the Sherpa jacket I found in there, and the corseted puffer jacket. I don't know if they still sell it, but the corseted puffer jacket that they used to do, that was really good. Everything else, like the jogger sets, they're not even nice. Don't like the fabrics. The fabrics are all very high shine, like Nike Pro sort of fabric. People must like it because they're expanding really massively. Stood waiting for my drink, watching a YouTube video of someone showing my car, like my exact car. The only difference was that one had a sunroof, but mine didn't. I would love a sunroof. When I was trying... Alright. Don't rub it in, dickhead. When I was trying to find the car that I wanted with a sunroof, it was just ridiculous mileage on it. Mileage that didn't make any sense to be buying second-hand used.
Yeah.
I've got, I think I mentioned it in my last vlog, but it's literally got like 12,000 miles on it. It's not a lot of miles at all. Good morning guys. Honestly, this room is a mess and I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm gonna level with you. I actually don't care. I'll sort it out at some point, but quite frankly, there has just been bigger fish to fry. I think the last thing I filmed yesterday was the High Grind smoothie. Came home and my sister actually got discharged from hospital yesterday. The weirdest thing ever happened. We were taking basically my bedroom desk chair to my sister's house because she has a feeding chair that's like comfortable to sit in upstairs, but they don't have one downstairs and their sofa is really low. Obviously because my sister has had the experience that she's had, she's not going to be comfortable with, I don't even think she'd be able to sit down in it. Put my sort of desk chair upstairs in the baby's room so that she has somewhere to sit downstairs and upstairs that's going to be comfortable for her. But we needed to find the key. I was the last one to have it because 2 nights last week run to their house to get more baby grows and vests and stuff, washing and then basically like doing like a swap almost. Could not for the life of me work out what had happened. This key, and I was stood there, I was literally on the verge of tears, which sounds really stupid, but after last week I think someone could say hello to me and I would cry, and that did actually happen to me yesterday. I was just like, oh my god, like I'm such a fucking idiot. Like I've done so well this week. I feel like I've really grown up a lot in the space of literally 3 to 4 days. I was like, oh, I'm still the same stupid cow because I've I've lost the fucking key. And then the door went, and it was a man that lives opposite, and he was just, he must have thought, what is wrong with this girl? Like, what's happened to her? Have you lost a key by any chance? And he was just holding the key, and I literally just looked at the key and I went, yes. Oh my God, yeah. I think you dropped it on the pavement the other day. I was like, thank you so much. But how weird is that? I was like, that is my like little bit of luck for the week. That's my little bit of the universe giving me a slight break. But it was just so spooky because we were literally in the middle of running around like a blue ass fly, and he was like, oh, did you drop the key? Because I've not had the key since Thursday night. I'm not going to the gym. I actually have to go and pick my new car up, which is essentially also why I'm vlogging. I've basically been getting like 3 hours of sleep a night. So this morning when I woke up and I was like, ugh. Do you know what? I'm just gonna sleep for as long as possible. The first full night's sleep that I've had, so I slept until 7:30. I really needed the sleep. So yeah, I've actually now not been to the gym since Wednesday morning, and now we're on Monday. Not been on it with my food, and to be quite honest, I actually just don't care. I do want to go to the gym. I did want to go to the gym, but I'm not stressed at all about it because there's just bigger fish to fry. But yeah, my sister was able to come home yesterday, which is good. I feel like this is one of those things where it's like, I'm kind of ending up talking in riddles because I'm also not going to talk about my sister's experience because that's incredibly personal to her. I've not edited the vlog that I was filming during last week, but I feel like probably going to make me literally cry my eyes out when I go back and edit it because all I keep thinking about is when Amy, she's here, the baby's here. I like cried with relief because I was like, oh my God, like it's over, they're fine, because I thought if they're not fine, we would have been told. It'd be really weird to go back and edit because all I keep thinking about is like, I was crying with relief and I had no idea what had actually gone on. She had a pretty traumatic birth. I started this vlog on Friday, I think. Went to see my sister. After I saw her on Friday, I was just really upset. Really upset after I left on Saturday. Then on Friday, honestly, I feel like I've had one of those weeks where when I explain it to people, they're gonna think I'm dramatizing it. Genuinely the worst week of my life. The same breath, it's one of the best weeks of my life. My niece is here, like we got to meet her, and I've been so excited about this. So I feel really bad for saying it's one of the worst weeks of my life, but it was a very difficult week. And then on Friday night, I'm not going to go into this because I actually can't without, but let's just say my dad took a bit of a funny turn, and then we ended up having to get an ambulance for my dad. We thought he wouldn't be in hospital for long. He's still in hospital now and it's Monday. So it's been quite the week, and it's also not good for mild anxiety because everything I was panicking about for 9 months and everyone was saying, don't worry, like don't worry. Even doctors were saying, don't worry, all came to fruition. This is not good for my anxiety brain because it's giving me evidence that my worries do come true, even though I know logically the other 90% of shit that I worry about all the time doesn't come true, but it's just not good for my brain. So yeah, last week was definitely actually the hardest week I've ever had in my life, and it's the weirdest thing because it's not how I expected it to go, and more than anything, I was just really worried about my sister, and to be honest, still am. Really difficult week, and I even feel bad saying that because I know that however bad I found it, it's been 10 times worse for my sister and her partner. I will just say, if you have anyone close to you who is pregnant or who has given birth, just make sure that you are supporting them in whatever way that they need the support. And everyone is different, and some people will want more support, some people will want to be left alone, but make sure that you're checking in on people and making sure that people are okay. And you know, when people are talking about their experiences giving birth, you know, just being mindful of like what we're saying, because I appreciate that some people might listen to me being like, well, your sister's still here and the baby's here and they're both alive, so it can't be that bad. And I just don't subscribe to that belief because my sister has to now, and her husband, live with that. Sometimes you don't want someone to try and make things go away or try and make you feel better, you just want to talk. I'm not gonna go into like exactly what happened with my sister or exactly what happened with my dad because honestly, I don't know why I feel bad because I don't need to feel bad, but I feel weirdly bad. I feel like I'm not giving you guys a full picture, but also like this is my actual real life, you know? It's not gossip, it's not tea, and also I don't know if my sister would want me talking about it, but even if she did, I don't want to talk about it. So, and this morning I am going to pick up my new car, which I'm really excited about. That's what I'm getting ready for. Very excited, and I'm very grateful that I'm getting myself off the PCP belt and going to pick up my new car. Oh my god, how? I think because I've been looking in here and it's a bit like, I feel like the digi, it's a bit grey. I just looked at myself in this mirror and it's so clear. My Tower 28, she's gone all like this, and it's getting, I think I'm gonna have to like crush her down and make her into like a translucent powder because it's getting really difficult difficult and I keep getting like clumps stuck in my concealer. I cannot express how weird it is to look at yourself in such a clean mirror, because I'm used to looking in this one, which is obviously absolutely filthy. I also just want to say I am sending so much love to my American ladies, because there is so much shit going on over there right now. My social media feed is like full of all the things that have been going on with ICE over there. Anytime I post anything political on my Instagram stories about America, there is always one person that's telling me like to keep my nose out. It's none of my business. I don't live there, so I shouldn't care. But like, I am always so confused when I get those messages, because normally it's someone that's followed me for a long time and I'm like, where have we been? Like, I've posted about multiple things from countries I've never lived in, never even visited. Me, it's not like a this doesn't affect me so I don't care, or like a this is really fucked up, should maybe talk about this, you know? And I just think it's incredibly sad what is going on over there at the moment. Well, not even at the moment, what's been going on there for a while. And I am sending lots of love. My DMs are always open. Please know that, like, I don't know how you guys feel in America, but please know that other countries are talking about what's going on, and we are aware of what's going on, and it's on our news. I can't speak for the whole of the UK, but a lot of the people in the UK think it's all very fucked up. My DMs are, however, not open if you are just messaging me to tell me how disappointed you are in me in my political opinions, and that you'll be unfollowing me, because you actually don't need to let me know. You can just hit unfollow. A slight irony to it, I'm not gonna lie, because it's normally the people that would call certain people snowflakes for not being able to be in a room with people, or not wanting to be friends with people, or not wanting to date people that have a differing point of view, and they'd be like, that's so weird, like, it's just an opinion, it doesn't matter. I feel like there is a big crossover between those people and the same people DMing me to let me know that essentially for what they would describe as a difference in opinion, they will be unfollowing me, and they're really disappointed in me. Just an observation. Yeah, I think that's all of my updates. I'm gonna try and just like use the rest of this vlog as like taking you along on like a bit of a weird week, getting back on track again, the third time in 2026. I just want to remind people that sometimes life happens, other things take priority, and that is actually so okay. Because if I was skipping out on visiting my sister, skipping out on time with little Willow, skipping out on helping out where I can, visiting my dad, making sure that my dad's okay to go to the gym, you know, if something was to go wrong, or even in a few years time, I would look back on that and regret it. It's really not that deep. Other things take priority sometimes, and that's actually perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like different triangles in life. You've got fitness and your health and your goals and all that sort of stuff. You've got work, but your personal life and your relationship, and they sort of sit in a triangle like this. And naturally, if you know there's a lot going on with work and your personal life, your energy will shift this way, and it will naturally pull away from your fitness goals. For example, if you're really honing in on your fitness goals and work, naturally it will pull away from your personal relationships and your social life. So yeah, I just wanted to explain why the start of this vlog was so higgledy-piggledy, because I don't think I explained it well at all yesterday. But yeah, I started my vlog on Friday. After seeing my sister, I was just not in a state to be vlogging. Then Friday night happened. Then Saturday, same again. I spent time with my sister and I just wasn't in a state to be vlogging. And I was like, what am I going to do? Pick up the camera and say, I'm feeling really sad, all this shit's going on. I'd rather just pick it back up when I'm feeling okay and I actually have stuff to show you again. You guys are the nicest people ever. You're literally going to be like, Amy, that's totally normal. But I just wanted to explain why it was a bit higgledy-piggledy. So yeah, my car went back yesterday. It was the easiest thing ever. Like I said, I am switching sides. I'm going to pick up my BMW today. I just know that someone is going to tell me that this is a really terrible idea, and I know that some people will not like the car that I've chosen, and that's okay. You don't have to drive it. I do. But I test drove it. I test drove a couple. The one that I drove before, I believe it was an X2, and it drove like shit. And I'm not even talking about performance. I'm talking about I genuinely felt unsafe in the car, because every time I went to set off, it was like, and every time I went to brake, it was like it wasn't smooth at all, and I genuinely felt a little unsafe in it. And I'd kind of sworn off the idea of an X4 because they have discontinued them now. As of December last year, I sat in it and then I test drove it, and I was like, I really like this car, and I got a really good deal on it. It's low mileage, 72 plate, 4 years old, but technically it's basically 3, and I'm excited to pick it up. And finance wise, because I know I've spoken about this, so I want to explain what I decided to do. I had full intentions of just buying full cash. I actually got the email to say that we should be completing end of Feb, start of March for my house when I pulled up to the car garage, and me and Twinkle Toes were talking about it, and I was just saying, I don't know what my tax bill is yet. 26 today, hasn't given me my tax bill yet, so I don't know how much tax I owe. There is work that needs doing to the house. There's a lot of things that are going to be costing me a lot of money imminently within the next like 3 to 4 months. So what I decided to actually do was put a big deposit down. Like, I've pretty much almost paid the full car, but pull a little bit of money back, hire purchase, not PCP, out, and the interest is about, it works out at about 20 quid a month, which is obviously still a good chunk of money. But my intention is basically, I've held back a little bit of extra cash just in case something goes wrong with my house, something goes wrong with the rewire, something goes wrong with like the kitchen bathroom refit that I want to do wrong, my tax bill is higher than I expected it to be. Pulled back a little bit just so that I'm giving myself more of a buffer, and if everything goes smooth with the house, once it's all done, obviously I'll have saved up more money by then anyway, because I'm still going to be earning money in the meantime. And then once everything is sorted with the house, and I don't mean like all the rooms are furnished, everything's done, but I mean the main jobs are done, I'm just going to pay the rest of the car off in full, because with hire purchase you can just pay it off early. So that's what I decided to do. But because I've put such a big deposit down anyway, the monthly repayments very, 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 very cheap. So I'm really happy with my decision, and I feel like I made a good choice. So my camera battery is actually about to die, so I'm gonna go and finish my lip, and I will catch you guys in a bit. Okay, I've gotten ready for the day, so I'm gonna give you an OOTD to go and pick up my first ever car that I'm actually gonna own. This is so exciting. 6 years in the making, guys. 6 years in the saving. That is actually crazy. I've literally been saving.
Spending.
Yeah, I've literally, it's kind of crazy. 6 years and then boom, gone. My jacket is the Frankie Shop Bomber. I got this a couple of years ago and I wear it all the time. Plain black t-shirt, bodysuit, Zara low-rise wide leg jeans, and my platform Uggs. First ever car that's actually mine. It feels scary.
How scared are you to drive it home?
I'm terrified. Andrew was like, oh, I'll drop you off, and then I was thinking he'll take us, and then it dawned on me, if he takes us I have to drive back alone. So we're actually getting an Uber because I don't want to do that. Okay. Guys, hello from my new car. I think the last clip will have been me unwrapping my car. I wanted Twinkle Toes to record me like driving my car for the first time because I did that last time and it's really cute to look back on. We didn't do that this time because there was a van in the way and I was like on the verge of, I'm literally going to have a meltdown and cry because I feel like I'm going to scrape the car as I drive it away. But we made it out, and yeah, I've been home for a little bit. I've just actually been ordering some stuff for my sister because I really want to make her like, I love how like I'm just like, fuck the car, like let's sort of pamper box out for Catherine. But I know that this week she's obviously going to have plenty of people visiting and they'll be bringing lots of baby gifts, but I really want to make sure that she just has stuff. Obviously she's going to want to have stuff to help with the baby. I'm not completely ignoring little Willow, like I've got Willow gifts, like we have things in motion. I just want to make sure that she feels like you're not just a mum, you know, you're still my sister, you're still best friend, you're still Catherine, and I really want to make sure that she just feels as supported as possible. So making her like a hamper, Kennedy and Vicky, we're all going to chip in for it together, but I've done a massive Space NK and Look Fantastic order. I'm going to go to Marks and Spencer's now and do a bit of a food shop for myself. I'm going to get her some bits from Marks and Spencer's as well, things like tea bags, like, so yeah, that's what we're about to go and do. But this is my first time driving my car on my own. Twinkle Toes drove back with me. I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a car tour. So I have a BMW X4. It's not a competition, obviously. I have normal seats, but I will say, like, they're more huggy than the ones that were in my previous car. Sport Pack. Like, it has like a pack on it. Basically it's like blacked out on the, it's a white car, but like the grill's blacked out, the door sills are blacked out, like it's not silver, which I really love. That's one thing that, like, obviously I loved my old car, but one thing I never liked about it was the fact that I wasn't able to get, major first world problems, but I wasn't able to get a black edition. I always had the silver trim and I was shit scared to get it wrapped because I've heard horror stories from people with finance cars and wrapping it, and then like when it goes back there's a major issue or like takes something off with it when you remove the wrap. So I just left it, but now now this is mine, Brooklyn grey, I think it's Brooklyn grey, and the black. Loved those cars, but they all had like 40,000 miles on the clock and they were more expensive. It just doesn't make financial sense, and I can always wrap it if I wish to do so. If anyone has experience with wrapping a car, is it a good idea, is it not, let me know, because if not, I'll just leave it. But yeah, honestly, I am so grateful to have gotten myself a PCP belt. Like I mentioned earlier, there is like a small chunk of it that's on hire purchase, but my intention is get in my house, get everything sorted out with my house, and then just pay it off in one go. I just wanted to hold back a little bit just to give myself a bit more of a buffer. Cannot express to you how much this has like de-stressed me financially, even though it was so scary seeing a chunk of money leave my bank account. I think it's because when it comes to money, my mum and dad have always drilled into me that being good with money means save, 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 save. You never spend, you never spend, you never spend. Finance and stuff, I always felt like, well, I'm only putting like X amount down. I'm not having to put loads of money down, and yeah, it's per month, but I sat and did the maths on how much my previous car cost me, and it really made me pissed off with myself that I'd got myself into that deal, to be honest, because even though the monthly payments were way lower than what they should have been, it was still a ridiculous amount of money to be spending on a car. Yeah, I thought I would be stuck in the PCP belt forever. I have to remind myself, I said this in my last vlog, that a house and a car, those are the two things I have been saving for. Those are the things I've literally been saving for. They're two of the biggest expenses you will ever have. Regardless of what car you get, it's still going to cost you a good chunk of money. I mean, it's crazy because it's all coming at once, because it looks like my house is going to complete literally within probably 6 to 8 weeks. And it's scary as fuck, I'm not gonna lie, it's scary, but I feel so good, and dare I say, a little bit proud of myself. I am proud of myself. I know I've been incredibly lucky, but I have also worked and been good with my money for 6 years in a very lucky role, in a very lucky job, in a very fortunate position, and luck plays a huge role in it. I'm never going to sit here and say I work as hard as my friends who are nurses, or as hard as my friend Alicia who works in law. I know I don't. I'm never going to sit here and argue that, because I know I don't, which is why I think it's so important to always acknowledge the luck side of things. So I know I'm incredibly lucky. Thank you to you guys as well. Like, genuinely would not be in this position without you guys, so I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much, and I'm incredibly grateful. So I'll give you a little bit of an inside car tour, and then we're gonna go to Max and Sparks. It's a 2022 plate, so the screen is bigger than on the older models, and this is the last like model that they did of the X4. I don't think they updated it. And then I have buttons, which is so weird to me, because if you saw my last car, it was literally all screens down here. Kind of like it. This car feels sturdy, that's the way I would describe it. And I've actually found, whilst I've been driving, this is a lot easier to alter my aircon than when it was one big screen, because in the Audi it was a haptic screen, so it's not even a light touch, you really have to press. Then down here I have my positive potato. This is what Twinkle Toes got me for my car, so I have this in here, and this can be covered up, so you can have it down like that, or if you put it up, you've obviously got a normal USB here, a little bit of a slot where you can pop your phone, and then I've obviously got cup holders here which do fit my hydro jug in, which I'm very happy with. This is like my gearbox. I really like this. This is a lot nicer than the X2. The X2, it was on the armrest and it just felt so plasticky and cheap, and I kind of hated it, to be honest. I have a little armrest. I obviously have my seats. I have my steering wheel here. Then obviously door. That's pretty much it. And it's so weird, like when I turn it on, to have a car that makes a noise when you turn it on. I'm like, whoa. There's Apple CarPlay as well, and it's wireless, so perfect. I'm gonna pop some music on. Should we go for a Beyonce mix? Yeah, we're gonna go for a Beyonce mix. And so I'm so excited. It also does have ambient lighting. It's stunning. It feels like such a sturdy car. I actually am in a little bit of disbelief. I can't believe this is my car. I thought I would be, first of all, stuck on the PCP belt pretty much forever. Second of all, I thought if I was to get myself off the PCP belt, I would have never ever thought I would be able to get a fucking BMW. It feels very surreal, which might sound stupid to some people, because I did have a very nice car before. I had an Audi. It was on finance. I had no intention of keeping it. I knew it was going, so it never really felt like mine. Whereas this time it feels like mine. because it is, and it's crazy, but also scary because this is a big responsibility. I'm very excited. I just love it. I just love it. I know this is a bit weird and a bit niche, but I just love how sturdy this is. I find with a lot of newer cars nowadays, this is what I loved about my old car, was how sturdy this like center console is. I feel like if you get it, you get it, but this just feels so sturdy. I don't know, I just love it, and it's like, feels built. I feel very safe in this car. This is our new vlogging car yaps background, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show you guys from the outside. This is what she looks like from the outside. She is smaller than my last car, but not by a ton. But she's a bit smaller, ever so slightly. I'm gonna go do this food shop now. It's fucking cold, and I've parked miles away from the entrance so that I'm not having to. I'm just nervous with parking it. You have to get used to a new car, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, my part food slash part pamper hamper? I guess it is a pamper hamper. All is done, so I'm going to show you everything that I got. So for the hamper, I've got some snacks. I got some lemon and white chocolate biscuits, lemon sherbet candy kittens, and rhubarb and custard candy kittens. I then got her 2 roll-on deodorants. This is the new one that they have in M&S, but the other day she was saying that she'd sprayed a deodorant and then she started panicking because she'd sprayed it close to Willow. So I've got her 2 roll-on ones. Got her some stain removal wipes, really good, and I think they'll probably come very in handy when you've got a baby. That's more snacks. I know that she likes these. These are basically M&S's version of Oreos, but they've got extra cream in the middle. She loves a shortbread tea. I actually really like these as well. These are really good, highly recommend. Likes an Earl Grey decaf as well, so I've got her a pack of those. Got one of these room sprays because it smells really nice, and it's just a nice little straw. And then for my food shop, I already have a ton of chicken, so I was just getting other things. I got 2 bags of rice, easy, quick, tomatoes and some onions because I have a ton of chicken that I need to get eaten by the 29th, and it's the 26th today, and I've got 6 chicken breasts, so I'm going to make a massive curry with 1 full pack of chicken tonight. Plus, then it's really easy for my lunch tomorrow. I'm running low on chicken seasoning, so for the other pack of chicken, I've got some peri peri seasoning, some raspberries and blueberries for yogurt bowls or snacking on, beef steaks for my salad bowls, broccoli. This is the curry sauce that I got, so I'm going to put this to the side because I'm going to use this. Halloumi for my bowls, potatoes. My mum was running low on these, so I got her these. Bulk make a curry. Shit, I was meant to get peppers. Well, it doesn't matter, it'll do. Now I will literally just add this and leave it for hours on a low simmer, because that way the chicken goes nice and like soft and like tender, and it basically like pulls apart. Oh, it's cold outside. Okay, my curry is cooking, and I'm actually gonna start. Oh my god, I swear to god, ever since I've got this new ever since I've got this new camera, it's the exact same as my old one, but I swear it doesn't work. Oh my god, where it does not work as easily as my last one. I don't know if I've bought a dodgy one from Amazon or what, but I'm a bit concerned. If you can hear something going, it's my curry, because she's currently cooking. But I'm actually going to get on with some work. It's literally like 5:30, but I'm going to start editing last week's weekly vlog. It's a very weird weekly vlog because it was the vlog in which my sister gave birth, but it's just weird to watch. I almost want to reach through the screen and literally shake myself and be like, I don't know. I stopped vlogging on the Thursday, and it was only really on the Friday when I saw my sister for the first time since the day she gave birth where I realised, oh, and she actually started telling me about things. I knew obviously that something had happened because she'd ended up in the ICU, but I didn't realise what happened. So it's a bit of a weird vlog to watch and edit. My mum's gone to get my dad, so my dad is coming home today. Thank God they finally discharged him. He went in on Friday night, early hours of Saturday morning. It was midnight when my mum came into my room, and he's finally coming home, so I can't wait to see him. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get a ton of editing done because once he's back, I'm obviously going to want to chill with him, catch up. How was the food in hospital? What you been up to? And he'll probably have a massive go at me over my car. That will obviously be so much fun. I will TTYL, I guess. Weekly vlog. I feel like my glass. Please hold the phone. I also feel like I look like a bloody baker. We finished one 2 days ago. I've got all like my Alpha Elite review and stuff sorted. Morning guys, I have the weirdest background for my client check-ins this morning. I had to give my sister my desk chair from upstairs, but I donated my chair, which means I don't have a desk chair. So I'm working on my massive anthropology chair this morning, but I did this last week actually, so I'm literally just gonna dive right into them. I got up later than I wanted to again, but I'm trying to give myself grace this week because I feel like my body is severely catching up from last week, and I also feel like my body is just needing more rest on top of the catch up because of everything that's happened. I just feel tired. This morning I woke up at 5 and I was like, oh, like I'll just snooze my alarm, and then I woke up and it was 7. Weeks like this week where I am so grateful that I do what I do for work and that I have this level of flexibility, because I cannot imagine how I would be feeling if I was having to completely leave my sister every day, like, and that is the norm. Like you can't just take, you know, weeks and weeks off, help your sister, like you literally can't do that. Yeah, this whole thing has really opened my eyes as well, because paternity leave in the UK, it's only like 2 weeks for the man. I think he has extra holiday to take, so he might get longer, but the concept that in a normal world he would be going back to work a week tomorrow, my sister will be alone with the baby, quite frankly terrifying to me. Grateful that I do what I do right now because I have so much flexibility. But my aim is to get all my client check-ins done this morning. I'm just gonna sit and get through them. I do want to go to the gym today, ideally before lunchtime, but if my sister needs me I just won't go. Yeah, my uncle's coming down from Hartlepool today to meet baby Willow, see my sister, but also see my dad obviously because he's not been well either. Get on with client check-in. Hello, thank you for checking in. First things first, I'm just going to go over this video with your calves glute bridges. Be from this angle a tiny bit far out, because can you see here, sort of angle of your shin, it's sort of going like this. It needs to be more like 90 degrees like this. So you can definitely do with shuffling them in. I would rather we tweak this and make sure that as we continue to go up in weight, maybe hit 200 kilos on them, being mindful of foot placement there, just to make sure that we're getting the absolute most out of it. Hope you have an amazing rest of your Tuesday and I will speak to you soon. Okay, this was actually my first workout in about a week, so I did take it a bit easier. Not super easy, like we're stripping the weights down by 50%, but just a little easier, because not only did I take a week off, well, just about a week, about 6 days off, I also know that my diet was atrocious. I definitely wasn't eating enough, and my sleep had also been horrific as well. So I did take it a little bit easier. I probably reduced my weights by about 20% on most lifts, but I started off with some hip thrusts, and obviously I've been opting for the machine as of late, because now that I've used it a few times, I actually get a really good connection with my glutes. It just took me a while to feel that way about the machine. I used to be a barbell only girly through and through. I think it's just whatever you do more of, you tend to prefer. And the one thing that I love about this, and that is such a saving grace on the days like this day where I quite frankly could not be bothered to go, it's way quicker to set up. You're not having to go and get a barbell. You're not having to, you know, well, you do have to put the weights on, but it's just a lot easier. It's a lot easier to set up, and it's not as time consuming, and as stupid as it sounds, it's not as daunting knowing I'm doing this instead of barbell hip thrusts. If I'm doing barbell at the moment, it makes me more likely to skip a session, so I'm sticking with the machine for now. So I'm just starting off with barbell hip thrusts. I obviously did a lighter set, and then here I'm just doing a heavier set. I did kind of follow my program, kind of not, just because the gym was actually a little bit busy. So I just sort of did what I could, but I did pretty much almost to a T follow my program. So once I was done with my hip thrust, we were then on to belt squat RDLs. I wanted to film these from the side just to see how it looked, but I've realised because of where the belt squat is in my gym, doesn't necessarily look the best because of where I have to put my camera. So probably won't be doing this again, but I love the belt squat for RDLs, especially if you're wanting to do them glute biased. The way that my gym's belt squat is set up, I hate it as an actual belt squat. It's awful. It's probably the worst belt squat I've ever used. But for RDLs, it really, because of the way it's set up, it really forces me into bending my knees a little bit more in the movement, which obviously is going to increase the activation that I'm getting within my glutes throughout the RDL. So I'm able to make it a lot more glute dominant, and I just get such a good connection with these. And again, I know I still have to put the weights on the side, but it just feels a little bit less daunting than a barbell RDL. Now, granted, I do have both in my program, one more glute biased when I'm doing my belt squats, and not my belt squats when I'm doing the belt squat RDL, and one more hamstring biased. My overall leg day, which is a lot more hamstring focused, but I enjoy doing both. But I will say I'm getting a really good connection with my glutes when I'm using the belt squat for these, because as you can see, I'm just getting a bit more of a bend in my knee in a comfortable way that feels safe for my back, if that makes sense. I feel like sometimes when I go heavier with my barbell RDLs, bending the knee just feels like it's throwing my center of gravity off a little bit more, and it feels a bit more risky when I'm, you know, holding like 70 kilos in my hands with a bar with not much support. So moving on, I'm doing, guys, my gym have ordered a hyperextension and it's been weeks now and it's still not arrived. I'm starting to panic that they've like cancelled it or something. So I'm having to use this contraption, which I honestly just don't really like. I feel really unsafe when I'm doing it, which then makes me uncomfortable in the movement. So I find it really hard to actually focus on any kind of mind muscle connection, because at any given point I'm just shitting myself that I'm gonna fall out of this machine, crack my head open and die. That's all I'm thinking the entire time I'm doing it. So I've only been doing these body weight. I'm hoping that my gym gets that normal glute hyperextension soon, because this machine is not it. And you can tell by my face when I get back up, I am not a fan of this contraption whatsoever. So I finished off my session then just with some hamstring curls, did lion hamstring curls on this day. I did one heavier set and then 2 lighter sets. And again, you already know the drill by now. If you've been watching my workout videos for a while, you've seen me perform these hundreds of times, trying, kind of failing because my hips are shooting up a little bit, but trying as much as possible to not do it excessively and really trying to drive my hips into the pad to make sure that I'm using my hamstrings to lift the weight, not my glutes, not momentum, because what do we do around here, girls? We use muscle, not momentum when we lift. And that was it. That was my session back. We did it, guys. My aim was to be done in the gym lunchtime and it's literally just 10:12. I need to take my hair out because I feel like I'm not looking good. It's absolutely miserable outside. My mum was saying this morning, ever since the little girlie was born, it's rained non-stop since last Wednesday, I swear to God. But yeah, the gym was good, short and sweet. I did my shortest lower day just to get myself back in the swing of things because I've not trained since Wednesday. So it felt good to just go and move my body, to be honest, and I do feel better. I'm not gonna lie, not the best sort of like body image day. I feel really flat, to be honest, because I also know I've definitely not been eating enough. But I know I've been in the gym a long time. I've been in this game a long time now. I know that that will come back so much faster than I have lost it. So I'm not really going to stress myself or panic too much about it because it's pointless. It will all come back. Are we enjoying the new vlog background? It's really not any different, is it, to be honest? That the seats are slightly different. I feel like the seats in this car are more sporty. I think I said this yesterday. When I got up this morning, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is mine. Like, I'm gonna stop talking about my car now because I know that it will be annoying for some people, and I also know that some people just don't like it when people discuss like material things, but I actually can't believe that this is my car. Like, what do you mean? And I also can't believe that I have 212 miles. I have not sat in a car for over 4 years that does more than 140. Very grateful for my little bimmer girly now, but I'm gonna shut up about my car. But I do just really, I do love it. I'm very, 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 very happy with it. It's taken me a little bit of time to get used to going back to an engine and not an electric, but it can be done. We're gonna turn her on. Oh, like it even does a little. I will say that Apple CarPlay in this car works so much better. Like, it's literally already connected and I've just turned my car on. Audi would take so long to connect. Some days it would connect, some days it wouldn't connect. This so far is working so smoothly, and I would say, well, it's a new car, but it's not. She's a 72 plate. Yeah, the Apple CarPlay is literally already loaded up. It's already on here. And I love this screen. I didn't know if I would like this screen because it's very, whoa, oh my God, good Lord. It's very, very, very different to how my Audi was. It actually like sticks up a bit more, and notoriously I always kind of hated these screens, but I think this whole thing just makes it much more pleasing to my eyeballs. I like the size of it as well. Seeing TikToks actually about like any car made after 2022, and someone's just put like a curved flat screen TV in the front of the car, and I'm like, kind of is true. And it's weird to have a car with buttons, but oh my God, this car is so much easier to do my aircon and stuff in. I'm so grateful to myself for doing that meal prep yesterday. If you have a shit ton of stuff going on, meal prep, and I'm not even a meal prep babe, you will be shocked if you've been watching the vlogs for a while because I've meal prep chicken, but if I do it in a curry, I can do it. So I'm going to be able to have some chicken jalfrezi, rice and broccoli for my dinner. I'm going to get a coffee on the way home, and then no doubt I will be going and helping my sister out at some point today. I actually went round last night. I was there for like 2.5 hours. I helped to put all like her hospital stuff away, to have a shower because she's still like really struggling with that. Obviously helped little baby Willow. I took her when she was crying and like tried to calm calm her down whilst they were having to do, because my sister has to do like blood thinning injections. I was trying to do my bit. I'm trying to be really conscious, I think I mentioned it yesterday, of making sure that when I'm going round I'm not like making a beeline for the baby. I kind of just like, if holding the baby will help my sister, then I will happily hold the baby. But if holding the baby is going to mean that it's not helpful for my sister because maybe the baby's crying because she needs a feed, my sister needs to feed her, she just wants to hold the baby for a bit, you know, she was literally robbed of like the first 10 hours of cuddle time with little Willow. Makes it sound like I don't like baby Willow. I love baby Willow with every fibre of my being. But let's go home, make my lunch. By this time a lot of my clients should have got back to me with their responses to their check-ins, so I'm gonna go through those whilst I eat my lunch and drink a little coffee. Yeah, let's go. I do feel better for going to the gym. I'm glad I went. I really didn't want to go, I'll be honest. I was like, maybe I'll just take like the rest of this week off as well and just start again next week. No, I was saying this to a client this morning. Doing that is akin to you making a coffee, spill a little bit of milk, and then you just decide, you know what, I'm going to dump the entire carton of milk all over the kitchen counter. It makes no sense. Let's go. Okay, I've had my lunch, showered, I've washed my hair, and I've fake tanned. It's now about 2 p.m, but all of the deliveries that I've had been waiting for, actually no, that's a lie. I'm still waiting for my sister's roommate cup. She had a hydro jug, but she was actually using it during stuff, and now we're having to put it in the bin basically because she doesn't want to look at it. So I'm waiting for that to get delivered. That should come tomorrow. I thought we'd give you a little haul because I showed you everything that I was going to put in the pamper from Marks and Spencer's yesterday, but the rest of the stuff is now here. I will start off with a selfish purchase. This was actually for me. I just added it to my Space NK order. My DMs on Instagram since this launched, I have probably got not a message every single day, but multiple messages over the course of the past like 2-3 weeks, either telling me this was launching or telling me that you'd found it in Space NK. Blur's vanilla skin, but in a body oil version. Now the first thing I will say, this is expensive, really expensive. I think it was like 40 something pounds, but I will say it's very expensive packaging. I do honestly love the packaging, but for the price I would rather it just be in a slightly cheaper bottle. I don't think it needed to be glass, but the packaging is definitely like, it's gorgeous. It's got this like frostedness to it. So this is the oil version of one of my favourite and most raved about scents, which is Vanilla Skin by Fleur. Now I can't put this on currently because I've got tan on that's developing, and we all know oil and tan do not mix well. But after I got out of the shower, I did pop a little bit on my hand just to smell it and then wipe it off. And I will say the formula of this is really nice, but this does not smell the exact same in my opinion. If you don't like how peppery Original Spray and Perfume is, I think you'll really like this, but this has that like yogurty kind of tinge to it that the EOS Vanilla Cashmere does, which I really like. But the thing that I really like about Vanilla Skin, also I feel like this packaging is leaking already. I feel like there's oil everywhere. Skin is sort of how like woodsy it is. It still does have that woodsy sort of vibe to it, but I would say it's a bit sweeter and a little bit less peppery. So if you found that pepper note made it smell like curry to you, which I do hear from people a lot, you may actually prefer the oil version. But yeah, I keep seeing people say it smells the exact same. Maybe it does to their nose, but to mine it does smell a little bit sweeter and a bit creamier, but it's still really, really nice. And the formula seemed really nice as well. It seemed like a bit more of like a dry oil. It had a nice glow, but it wasn't super sticky. Yeah, I will have to test this out further, but those are just my first impressions. The little baby Willow, I ordered these the other day. I got her the Vanilla Cloud set, bath time, and then also just the original full set. So my sister, Jack and Willow are fully sorted out, probably for about 6 months worth of bath. I've heard really, really, really good things about it. I think this will be really nice. And even if like it doesn't work for baby, this is actually just really, really nice stuff. Like the body oil and stuff is really nice. Meant to be like very safe for the skin, but just in case, I wanted to make sure that she had the normal range as well. But I've heard really, really, really good things about Nala's baby. So, and then this is everything that I got for her from Space NK. So I will give you a quick haul. Actually, some of this is from Look Fantastic because they don't sell Kerastase on Space NK. I find it really weird that they don't. I feel like Kerastase is such a Space NK brand. Like they should sell Kerastase. I'm kind of confused by the fact that they don't. It has all of these goodies. So I got her the full Kerastase range for anti-hair fall because I bought this by accident, and I think I mentioned it in vlogs and stuff, and then one of you guys went and bought it off my recommendation, and I can't remember who it was, messaged me telling me that you'd had postpartum hair loss and it had actually been amazing for it. So the conditioner, and even if she doesn't get the hair loss, I've used this range and it's still a really good range even if you're not having hair loss. So blow dry fluid for weakened hair. This is the serum for the scalp, and then I wanted to get her the nutritive serum that I have, the one that's in like the ombre bottle, purely because when I feel like you know, there may be many a sleepless night. Not being able to like brush your hair and stuff as frequently as you normally would, or needing to have it up all the time. Then it can get quite knotty, which especially if you're having breakage and stuff, can be even worse if you've knotted your hair up. My main thing with this is, as someone with very knot prone hair, I don't need to brush my hair in the morning. Like, I don't wake up with loads of knots like I do when I don't use it. So that was the thought process behind this. I then got her an Ole Henriksen lip balm because I actually really do like these. I was iffy on them. I've had to go back to my Summer Fridays because I've lost my Ole Henriksen one and it's not the same. Like, the Ole Henriksen one was actually moisturising my lips. I feel like the Summer Fridays is making my mouth worse. I then got her the K18 dry shampoo. She might not be able to wash her hair, but she still might want to make herself feel more herself with this dry shampoo, and I decided to get the K18 one because this one's like a liquid that you spray in, and I know that she's a little bit concerned about using a ton of aerosols and stuff around Willow. I wanted to make sure that she had one that she felt comfortable using. Then got her the Naturium Glow Getter multi-oil body wash and matching body cream, because honestly this is just one of the best body creams for moisturization purposes, and they're not strongly scented, and I know that she might not want super strong scents when she's got Willow around, so I wanted to get her these. Still loves Glossier. Her like signature scent that reminds me of my sister so much is the Glossier You Original. I've been wearing it since before it was cool. Okay, gifted her the plum one because I didn't like it and I bought that one and the white one, and then when she smelt this, because I had a sample of it, like a mini one, she really liked it, so I'm completing her collection for her. This just has one of the bottles in, and then it also has like a mini one as well. It was a really good price. I feel like I got a really decent discount on this, and it's a nice light scent. It's not too strong, it's not too overbearing or overpowering, which I feel like is just not gonna want right now. I'm gonna pop everything back in the box. I think I will give this to her tomorrow when the cup has arrived, and then I can give her everything in one go, including the letters. I need my dad to write his letter to my sister. He was gonna do it over the weekend, but then obviously he was in hospital, so he didn't get to do it. I'm gonna get on with some coaching work, and I also need to pay my tax. I got my tax bill yesterday, so I need to pay my tax and sort out all the boring financial stuff before the end of this week, because my tax is literally due Friday, I believe. We're gonna go and do that. Literally got my tax bill yesterday, so I need to approve it to my accountant, just check it over and then pay it. Good morning, guys. That was such a rush. I was meant to do an hour's worth of cardio and it took me an hour to get to the gym, so that significantly ate into my available cardio time. So I did. It was actually a really good cardio session if you're short on time. I still did incline on the treadmill, but I did incline 9, speed 6, I want to say, and it was hard. Like, from the first 3 minutes I was like, shit. Obviously the calories burn is really inaccurate. My calories burn was similar to what it is when I normally do like an incline 6, speed 5 for 60 minutes. It was showing similar on the thing, so I know that's really inaccurate, but it was interesting to see like what I need to be doing for a half an hour session to get, you know, a really decent cardio session in. And then quickly showered and got ready because now I've got to go to therapy. I have the worst FOMO in the world this morning. Literally, as I pulled up to the gym, my sister texted me and she was like, oh my god, like you should come for morning cuddles, and I was like, I actually can't, because by the time I get back from the gym, even if I turn around now, I'm gonna have to go to therapy. Being here and needing to help my sister with stuff is really giving me motivation to get consistent with my like 5 a.m, 5:30 starts again, because if I can get all that done early, if my sister needs anything in the morning, I can help her with it, which I did actually, I have been doing mainly this week, but this morning I just slept through my alarm. But it just goes to show that other days, even though she didn't need me in the mornings, my body knew this is a good routine to get into. But I'm pretty much going to be going every single night, but obviously I'm not wanting to go and like wake Willow up or like really G her up if like she's sleeping. So I'm not picking her up, I'm not hugging her or anything like that, I'm just leaving her be. So I'm very much just there for my sister, not for Willow, but obviously I would love some little Willow snuggles. I've not snuggled her in 2 days and it feels like a very long time, so I know this might sound really dramatic, but to be fair, no, like the past week has been by far the hardest and most traumatic week I've ever had. I feel like I've done so much growing up in the past week. I don't know, it sounds like really like wishy-washy and like hippy-dippy, but I feel like this is actually giving me a lot of like purpose. I guess it's not completely selfless because it's giving me like a good feeling, but it's just I don't know, it's like my brain has rewired in the past week, being given a reminder of like what really matters. Cardio session is done. Whilst I was doing cardio, I did a bit of reading, a bit of TikTok scrolling, replied to all my client messages, so I'm now all up to date. Now it's time to go to therapy. I'm going to pick myself up a coffee on the way. I did get ready a little bit. I've forgone the mascara because this is my first session in 2 weeks and I have a feel, like, to be honest, I actually don't know why I bothered with makeup. It's just making me feel better to have something on my face. I think in my brain, I think it's going to stop me from crying, but it doesn't. The past week has proven that to me. Thing before I go, I was just walking out of the gym and one of the PTs was coming out at the same time. And he was like, oh, how's your new car? And I was like, oh, I love it. And he was like, I'm not even taking the piss here, but that is, you know, really inspirational. Big well done. And I was like, that's so nice. Like, that's such a nice thing to say to someone. And it's made my morning a little bit low-key. So this is just your reminder, if you're thinking something nice about someone, tell them, even if you think it sounds a bit weird. He was like, I feel like I sound a bit weird saying it because he's a lot older than me. It's not a weird thing to say at all. It was very, very, very kind and it made my morning. So yeah, anyway, we are actually going now because I have 17 minutes to get to therapy. So we gotta go. You actually couldn't write it. Literally, I was about 5 minutes away from my therapist and then she rang me and she was like, oh, I've actually had a power cut. It's literally just happened now, so I'm gonna need to rearrange your appointment. And I was like, brilliant. So I actually went for a walk instead because I've not been for a walk since last Tuesday, I think was the last time I went for a walk. My steps have been diabolical because also the weather has been really bad. Today is the first day it's been sunny. Anyway, I've picked up some bits so that I can do some meal prepping, which I'm literally going to do right now. Still have a full pack of chicken that needs eating, so for that I'm actually going to make a chicken sarg, and then I got a full pack of mince so that I can make a chili, because these are the only things that I will meal prep. It has to be in a sauce, otherwise I can't do it, especially when it comes to chicken. I don't do plain or even seasoned reheated chicken. It needs to be in a sauce, otherwise I can't do it. So I'm going to make a curry and then a beef chili, and we're going to do a little bit of a meal prep situation. I don't think I've actually showed you like my finished up meal prep, but lunch and meal prepping stuff is all done, and I've finally been able to complete my sister's gifts. The one thing I'm waiting for is her new water bottle, the Brewmate. That's getting delivered this afternoon. So we've got her Space NK like material goods here. I took all the Nala's baby stuff with me yesterday because that's not for her, it's for baby Willow. We've got baby H's little box of letters. I'm really annoyed with myself because I did guess the name correctly and I so nearly got Willow engraved for her box. I was like, if I'm wrong, that's such a waste of money, and then I'm going to be stressing because obviously I thought everything was going to go smoothly and I'd be giving her the boxes 2 days later. She's now a week old as of today and I've still not given her the boxes because she was in hospital for a while, and then since she's been home it's just not really felt like the right time, but feels like the right time to give her them. So we've got baby's box in here, my sister's box here, little Willow's like ankle tags and stuff that she had on, and I was just thinking those are going to be perfect. Like, you can literally keep them in these little boxes as like almost like a time capsule, like keepsake thing. Let me show you my meal prep though, because I don't think I actually showed you it finished. Okay, these are my meal prep. So I've got a giant chili. I made so much chili, I didn't realise how much I'd made, and then a chicken curry, and these have both got 4 portions in each. I used 4 chicken breasts in this curry, which doesn't look like I did, but I did. It smells so nice. I've done a chicken sarg, and then for my chili, I just did chili, and for my chili I always add extra cumin and hot sauce, kidney beans as well. So I now need to do a big financial afternoon because I've still not paid my tax. I need to pay my tax. I need to sort my car insurance because my 5-day drive away free insurance from BMW runs out on the 31st, so I need to sort that out. Although I am already happy with it. I looked at the quotes the other day and it's like £1,000 cheaper than my current, so I'm much happier with this insurance. Don't understand how bad of a financial decision that car I had before was. There's obviously been a lot of money going out of my bank account, so I just need to make sure that I've like transferred stuff from savings. I also need to check and see if Volkswagen have tried to take that balloon payment from me. I'm hoping that they haven't. I mean, it will have bounced because I don't have that amount of money in my bank account. So, and I think I will probably continue editing this week, so the current week, as in like real life, my YouTube video for this Sunday, which is a weekly vlog. The weekly vlog where my niece was born. It's a bit of a weird vlog, to be honest, because it's so like there and everywhere, but I kind of feel like this one has been as well, which is why I'm trying to like claw it back with like giving you some meal prep inspo and other stuff, because I don't want this just to be me yapping your ears off, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna go and sort that out. Tax paid, insurance paid. Yes, I've just got into my car because where is my light? There. Oh, Oh goodness gracious, that's a bright light. Yeah, I've just got into my car. I'm about to go to my sister's for my nightly nanny duties. And by nanny, I mean more so nanny for my sister than Willow. I've already explained, I'm not going to bore you with it, but yeah, I'm going round again just to help her have a yap, have a natter, help her shower. And if I get a Willow cuddle, it's just an added bonus. I'm going to try and be able to go during the day tomorrow, but today I couldn't because they had other people around, and obviously, you know, this is also Jack's child as well. You know, he has a family as well and they need to be visiting too. Make sure that he's, obviously when I'm going round, I'm giving Jack a snuggle, do you know what I mean? But obviously it's not the same when it's not your own family. Jesus Christ, there is actually so much shit in my car right now. I've got the 2 boxes in here. In here I've got my sister's new cup. The brewmate finally came today, so everything's here. And the M&S goodies. And then I popped the Space NK and Look Fantastic goodies in that bag. But so I obviously won't vlog anything whilst I'm there. I'm sorry because I feel like this vlog is really, I know I don't need to apologise for that, but I know as a viewer it might be a bit disjointed, but obviously I'm not gonna be going into my sister's house anytime soon and whapping out the vlogging camera because it's not the time nor the place. Maybe a little clip of baby Willow, but yeah, we just need to get my sister right. And I don't know if I'll vlog when I'm back because normally when I'm back I do end up crying. So I might see you tomorrow, but yeah, I'm really excited to give her these gifts. Hopefully she doesn't cry at all, but she might. Jesus Christ, your lights are very bright, my friend. Let's go. Good morning, guys. Oh, it's about 10 AM on Friday. I didn't end up filming anything yesterday because yesterday I had a lot of work to do. I was doing a lot of editing for the vlog that went up last week, which was actually, not gonna lie, really difficult to edit. I was dreading editing the second half when my sister went into labour because I was just like, at the time of filming I had such an innocent outlook and I didn't realise in one of the clips I'd been like, got really upset, and I was just like, it just feels like such a relief, like 9 months of worry and stress and it's all gone fine. And then I was like, oh, she has these like rules and stuff in place, so I'm trying not to bother her with texting her. Like, I've not actually been able to talk to her yet. I wouldn't have been able to talk to her because she got taken into theatre and then got taken to the ICU. It was a bit of a weird one to edit, but I was glad when it was edited. In time I will be able to rewatch that and enjoy it, but it was the weirdest thing to edit. And sorting a coaching workout, setting some new clients up that's starting on Monday, so that's really exciting. It's just like, it's literally just going to be me picking up the camera. I went to the gym yesterday morning, I went to the gym this morning as well. I'm back on my like trying to train between 6 and 7, or like get to the gym between 6 and 7 grind, because I was gutted the other day, as you guys saw when my sister texted me and she was like, come for mornings, and I was like, I literally can't. I just feel like I get so much more out of my days when I structure them that way, so I'm getting back into the swing of doing that. I did legs yesterday morning, I did some cardio today, and then I came home and washed my hair. Oh my god, it's raining. Yeah, I'm vlogging today because we actually have a nice day today. I have a little bit more of a chill day. New re-mortgage offer has just come through, so that's all sorted. So I think everything is pretty much ready to go when everyone in the chain is ready to complete, which they're saying should be by the end of February. So I'm so excited about that. And yeah, I've still been doing my nightly sister visit. Today, one of our best friends, Kennedy, is actually going to meet Willow for the first time, so I'm going to go with her this afternoon, which means I get some Willow snuggle time, because I've had a little bit, I've not had much because I've been going on a night time to help my sister, and I'm excited to see Kennedy meet Willow for the first time. It's absolutely miserable outside and I've done my cardio, but I've not got steps in, and I'm not gonna be able, it looks like it's gonna rain all day, so we're gonna go to Marks and Spencer's for a little bit of a meander, a little bit of steps, to get an iced latte from there, because I actually do rate the coffee from Marks and Spencer's. It's pretty decent, to be honest, so I'm gonna get an iced latte from Marks and Spencer's cafe. Yeah, do you know what, guys, it is so nice getting in my car and not having to charge it. Like, I've been driving my car willy-nilly here, there and everywhere since I picked it up on Monday, and I only had half a tank then, and I've still got 131 miles left. Like, this is genuine, this is giving me a new lease of life. Anyway, we are gonna go and have a little meander. Okay, let's go. A meander has indeed been had. It was a nice little meander. I didn't meander for too long because it's actually 11:15 already. I did a little bit of a dent in my steps. I've done about 2,500-3,000 steps, so a win is a win. Got my little iced latte. They're actually pretty decent from M&S. It's not like the nicest coffee in the world, but I definitely prefer it to Costa. It'll have to do. Found some really nice earrings in there. Karen Clark, I don't know where her earrings are from, if anyone knows. She's definitely said before, and I went looking for the TikTok and I couldn't bloody find it. She wears these like two-tone earrings and they're really nice. Definitely not from Marks and Spencer's because I can just tell they're not the exact same, but if you like the two-tone earrings, they have some really cool ones in Marks and Spencer's. Clothes in M&S I think are actually pretty cool, to be honest. I found a little like knitwear zip up which was really nice and it was only 30 quid. I mean, granted it was like mainly polyester, but it felt nice and soft. It wasn't itchy at all and it looked really nice, to be fair, but because they didn't have the any matching bottoms that I could see, I was like, I'm gonna maybe have to pass on that. I know that they do also do a cashmere version of a very similar jacket, then obviously it's like £100, so it depends what you wanted to spend, but I always like looking at the clothes in M&S because I think they have some quite cute stuff. And if you are in the market for like Sherpa fleeces, they've got loads in there at the moment. They've got ones with patterns in, they've got plain ones, they've got thinner ones, they've got thicker ones, and they've got some really cool like suede type looking jackets as well, so I would highly recommend going and checking out M&S clothing. They do really nice jumpers and cardigans in there as well. So I'm gonna drink my ice latte and then go home, and I want to show you guys my Westman Atelier drops. I ordered them and they came yesterday, and I tried them yesterday but I didn't put anything else on top of them. I can't work out whether it's giving nice glow or greasy chip pan, so you guys are gonna have to give me an opinion on these. I bought them because I saw Chinsia using them in a vlog from Sophia and Chinsia, and Chinsia can very much influence me on things. I find with Sophia and Chinsia they influence me on things that they're not paid to influence me on, if that makes sense. Like, I can't say I've ever ran out and bought like a Garnier mask, you know, the L'Oreal skincare stuff, but I can say if there's random stuff that they're using in a vlog and they're talking about it, like the Kylie Skin Tint, the Westman Atelier drops now, she can really influence me on these things. Go home and you guys can give me your opinion on that because I need to get ready for the day, and I'm really excited for this afternoon. It's going to be nice and wholesome, and I don't have to think about my lunch because I've still got my meal prep that I made the other day, so I think I'm going to have chili for lunch. I'm gonna get ready now for the inaugural Kennedy x Willow meeting. Pushed it back to like 2:30 because my brother was a bit late visiting my sister. But this is where I need your honesty, guys. I really need your honesty because these are the drops that I bought. I got them in the shade, I think the colour's wrong as well. I got them in the shade V. I think the undertone is wrong. This looks a bit pinky. Now I'm not gonna put moisturiser on. I put moisturiser on obviously this morning, like I do have moisturiser on my skin, but I'm not gonna put moisturiser on underneath these because I noticed yesterday that it was like very, if you have these, I don't know if mine are off or something, I got them from Cult Beauty, but it smells like a chip pan. It has a really weird smell. I've never smelled a foundation that smells like this before. It literally smells like a deep fat fryer. Really off-putting. Yeah, you really need to shake them when you do it because otherwise, yesterday I didn't shake it properly before it came out and it was like completely separating. Today I did a bit of moisturiser underneath. It was just way too much. But when I got the Kylie Skin Tint, I do really like it, but it's definitely more matte than I wanted. I do love a glowy sort of look. The smell of these is so off-putting, guys. Is this normal? It literally smells like a chip deep fat pan. Because they're actually like pretty sheer, I can make it work anyway. Oh my god, the smell, I cannot stand the smell of these. But yeah, when I got the Kylie drops, they were a lot more matte than I was expecting them to be. I feel like I'd seen people online saying that they had a really natural finish, and I've since come to learn that natural finish doesn't necessarily mean dewy and glowy. These definitely, from yesterday's experience anyway, have a much glowier finish. Like, these literally made my skin look wet yesterday. They're definitely not quite as greasy looking today, which I think looking a bit better, to be honest, because I didn't do an intense moisturiser underneath. I've just sort of left the skincare that I did this morning. 30ml. How much do I get in the Kylie one? Kylie's 30ml as well. These are like 20 something quid. These were like 62, I think. It's a lot more expensive. I would love to try the Victoria Beckham foundation drops, but I can't find a sample anywhere. And I'm also just not wanting to try it in a way, because if I end up really liking that product, I'm very fussy with base and I don't usually change it up a ton. So if I ended up really liking them, that would actually personally annoy me, because it's a lot of money to be spending on a foundation. Definitely shows a lot more texture and stuff to my skin than the Kylie ones do. It does have a lot more of a natural, like, dewy finish. It's not showing up really that well at all on camera. That's because this camera, for whatever reason, it like takes any dewiness off my skin. This camera makes me look so matte. Hey guys, what a week. I can't believe a week ago my sister was obviously still in hospital, and not in a very good way. A week on, she's doing so much better. It's definitely going to take a long time. Like, it's not going to be an overnight thing. She's doing a lot better than she was a week ago, so it's crazy how much things change in a week. But honestly, I cannot sing her partner's praises enough. He's been absolutely incredible, and I feel like sometimes, as much as obviously mums and parents definitely do get ignored and stuff, I feel like dads, especially in situations like what my sister and her partner have been through, I feel like they kind of get overlooked as well, because my sister was saying in a lot of ways that whole situation with the birth was probably worse for him than it was for my sister, because he just had to watch and there was nothing that he could do. And so whilst it's obviously a very traumatic experience for my sister and she's had a traumatic birth, also traumatic for him as well, but like that sometimes can get overlooked. And I know it can sometimes be a bit of a thing of like, oh, I can't make it about yourself, but it's not even making it about yourself. It's just, you know, he's had to do a lot. He had to look after Willow all on his own for the first, you know, however many hours. He was all on his own with her. Obviously the hospital did help him, but he was primarily on his own. He did an amazing job. The whole time they were in hospital, he's obviously looking after Willow, but then looking after my sister, and he's done such an amazing job. And I feel so sorry for women who have these experiences and don't have such incredible supportive partners, because I cannot imagine. My sister wouldn't have been able to do anything. She couldn't do anything. I don't know what she'd have done if she'd have had like an arsehole of a partner. And yeah, I think it's important that the dads get their flowers as well. And it's not like me to stick up for men, but in this scenario, hey, he needs his flowers, and it's given, we were talking about it last night, but genuinely, all of us knowing that my sister has him has given us so much comfort in the past week and a half. Always said, I think I actually said it in my sister's wedding speech, their relationship has actually made me, it's been the healthiest example of what like true pure love looks like for me. And yeah, it's just given us so much comfort, and they are perfect for each other, because they are like that little kid, little Willow. She is going to be the kindest, gentlest, softest, strongest soul, because I feel like that's another thing as well. I feel like people think if you're quiet or more on the reserve side, or you're not super outgoing, or you're not this like big boisterous personality, then you know you're weak or you're not strong. And like the past week has been such proof through my sister and her husband that is just not true at all. There is such strength in quiet. Yeah, obviously I've spoken about that a little bit in this vlog, so I just wanted to give you guys a small update, but I'm not going to talk about it much more, because otherwise I will cry. Simultaneously one of the worst and best week and a half or so of my life. I do like these drops, but they feel a lot. I mean, I suppose I did also use quite a bit. I feel like they do feel quite heavy on the skin, such a light drop, but I think it's because of like the heavy intense moisturizingness of them. I always go like this to check, but I feel like they're not really the right colour. I'm looking a little bit orange, but I planned out last week's weekly vlog, which obviously the second half took a turn, and then I was like, in the following weekly vlog I want to try some new stuff for training. Obviously I'm still with my online coach, but I've just had these itches and impulses I've wanted to do. How many times, guys, have I said, oh, I want to try Pilates, but like reformer, like on the machine? Still want to try it, and I've still not tried it, so I really want to try it, but I kind of want to do a one-to-one lesson before I jump straight into a class, because I just feel like for me, I don't actually think I can do that. I don't like saying that, because I would have said that about the hot Pilates and other things that I've done. I would have been like, oh no, I can't do that because of my, but like genuinely I just think I don't think that's a good idea. I think I'd rather do a one-to-one lesson first. So I have asked on Instagram, but if anyone on here is in the Bradford Leeds area and you have recommendations of studios where I can go and get a one-to-one session in, and preferably like it would be quite fun for me to be able to vlog it and you guys watch me try something new for the first time, to see that, you know, there's no shame in being completely new to something, and watch me try something new and sort of encourage you guys to go and try something new. So preferably be able to film it as well. Then do let me know if you have any recommendations. Obviously not in exchange for post or anything like that, like I'm fully just going to pay for it, but ideally I would quite like to film. And then I also really want to try like a boxing workout, you know, like pad work. I've seen so many people try it over the past few years on social media. Eden has recently been going, and I've been watching her stories and I've been like, that looks so fun, I really want to try it. So again, anyone has any recommendations of anywhere in the Bradford Leeds area where I can go and do the like pad work workouts, please let me know, because I would actually love to try those out. Is that what, I don't even know if that's what they're called. Is that what they're called? Have a go at one of those and just try something a little bit different. Not that I'm giving up my weight training, but I did enjoy going to those hot Pilates classes, but the girl who did them has actually moved. I'm pretty sure she's in like France or Australia or something like that. Okay, I was comfortable with you and now I'm uncomfortable again. I've actually not been back since, but I would like to get back into going to the hot Pilates mat classes as well, because even though you're not on like a big bed, those are hard. Those are really, really, really hard, and I did really enjoy doing it. You know, a little bit of a different way of moving my body. I would actually like to get back into doing those as well. Yeah, if anyone, even like for more recommendations of where I can go and do hot mat classes, all ears. I'm not opposed to going back to Outsculpted, to be fair, because I did actually really enjoy doing the classes, but it's not the most convenient. So if there's anywhere closer to like the Bradford, like Pudsey, Farsley side of Leeds sort of way, or in Bradford, like Shipley sort of area, do let me know. Feeling more back in the swing of things now, and doing that meal prepping the other day has been genuinely game changing for the past 2 days. So 10 out of 10 recommend, and I highly recommend doing things like curries and chilies, because it's way nicer than just having like dry protein, potatoes and rice and vegetables. It's much nicer. It feels like more of a proper meal. Yeah, I actually slipped up the other day. I said in my broadcast channel like, oh, I fell off, and I would just like to say, if you have something going on in your life where it means other things, for example family or whatever it may be, need to take a priority over the gym. It's not falling off, and I shouldn't have really worded it in that way, because I didn't fall off with my fitness routine. I simply had other priorities, and that is literally life. Sometimes shit happens, and getting to the gym, 8 hours of sleep, having this perfect morning routine, having this perfect nighttime routine, having everything sorted out, being super organised, super on top of everything, sometimes that is just not realistic, and it's actually not your #1 priority either, and that's completely fine. And you don't need to feel bad about it, and you haven't fallen off. It's just a case of a shift in priorities, not a failure. It's a temporary shifting of priorities. You can take anything away from this vlog, let it be that. This is what the texture of this is like, for anyone that was curious. Very like watery almost. Definitely has more of like a dry oil kind of texture. Does leave a nice glow. I wouldn't say it's like an insane glow, because it is more of like that dry oil kind of texture, but it's really nice if you don't want something that's super shiny and super greasy feeling. It's actually nice, and it doesn't also feel like a heavy oil. To be fair, if you're a fake tan girl, it's going to completely break down the fake tan that fast. The smell of it is really, really good. I just don't think it smells exactly the same as the Vanilla Skin body mist, if I'm going to be completely honest. A bit creamier. It still has that like woodsy sort of effect to it, but for me it's like if EOS Vanilla Cashmere and Vanilla Skin had a baby. It is really nice, and it's definitely something where you could wear this day to day and it's not going to be too much at all. So if you're a body oil girly, I would recommend it, but if you're looking for something that smells the exact same, 1-to-1, no difference whatsoever, definitely not the exact same, but I do really like it. Get dressed because I need to actually probably set off soon to go and get Kennedy. She's not going to be a biter.
You're going to be a biter like Bambi. Oh, look at her chins.
She won't be a biter.
No, she won't. Chunky monkey.
Just a quick Westman Atelier drops update. I feel like I should have filled in my eyebrows, because I feel like I've got foundation in my eyebrows and it's now making them look really light. But this is how it looks. It's now 6:10. I just got back. Kennedy got my sister, well, Willow, the nicest hamper of stuff. Like, she has really, really, really spoiled her. It was the cutest hamper. She got her such nice clothes. 5 hours since I put it on. It's not gone patchy or anything. I just feel like, tell me honestly, do I look greasy? I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do I look too greasy? I think me and Twinkle Toes are actually going to go and get a Nando's because I'm hungry. So he's finishing up some work on a project that he's doing. I'm going to go and say hi to my mum and dad, but then, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to Nando. I think I'm going to have to fill up my car. I have 100 miles left, but I don't want my first fill up to be on my own, because I'm going to be honest, I've forgotten how to do it. So I would rather have someone with me. Little things like that just make me anxious. We just had a Nando's. I couldn't finish it, but I wanted to try a Wingstop milkshake. I actually had Wingstop for the first time last Sunday. I think it was last Sunday, because it was just me and my mum, because my dad was in hospital. So I knew that my mum, she's not going to object to, you know, a little bit of chicken. So I just ordered Wingstop, and it was actually really good. I got the buffalo and then the lemon and pepper, and it was honestly pretty decent. But yeah, we just got a milkshake. So I've got the Oreo one, and I'm going to try it. I'm sad because they used to do a spicy mango one, but we've missed out on it.
Spicy mango?
Mango habanero.
I don't know how I feel about that. Do you know what I mean?
It's like chocolate.
I was trying to work it out.
Chocolate with Oreo.
I settled on, it tastes like a caramel mullicone yogurt.
I think I prefer Five Guys for a milkshake.
We need to tell the guys what happened.
His car got egged. literally right Right, I'm not joking. Basically outside the house that I bought, we were just driving past it and we heard something really loud hit like the, sounded like it hit the roof, but it didn't, it hit the side of the car. And I literally said as a joke, oh, it'd be well funny if someone's just egged you. And we got out of the car and we got to Nando's and he was like, someone's egged me, babe.
What if it was a guy who
literally egged you?
a house you buying?
No, it won't be. But how funny. It's good to know I'm moving into a good area with my car I've just bought.
I'm not mad about it. I find it hilarious that kids are still out menacing people.
Hell yeah. Okay, let me get those spots on the side of your head now. It's editing me and I'm just realising I never rounded off this vlog. So this is me rounding off this vlog. I have been filming another weekly vlog this week. It's looking like it might end up being 3 weekly vlogs back to back. So I do apologise because I'm not sure if you guys want 3 weekly vlogs in a row, but it's just the way that the cookie has crumbled. So I do apologise. I also do apologise if this vlog has been a bit higgledy-piggledy. I know it's been a bit more of a yappy one, but I did try to include some fitnessy bits and turn it around in the second half of the vlog. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you again because this has been a really nice vlog to edit because obviously I got to go and pick up my car. And I just want to say I feel like I seem not as excited as like people might expect me to be, but I think it's just because of everything that was going on. I was like, in the grand scheme of things, my car is not that important. But yeah, I've had her for like 2 weeks now and I absolutely love it. I am very, very, very happy with my purchase. So thank you once again, because truly, I know I say it all the time, but it's not lost on me how lucky I am, how fortunate I have been. And it is because of my coaching clients, because of you guys, because of the support that you've shown me, that I'm in the position to be completing on my house, that I'm in the position to be getting myself off the PCP belt and getting myself a car. And yeah, I'm very proud of myself, but I'm also very grateful and aware of the absolute luck that I have had. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed the vlog. If you have enjoyed the vlog, give it a thumbs up because it massively, massively helps me out. Subscribe if you want to and you haven't already. Hype the video if you want to as well. Apparently that helps me out as well. And do let me know if there's any videos that you guys want to be seeing, because the week of workouts was really requested. Standalone glute workout video going through form tips was really requested, but I've done both of those now. And everything else I feel like I don't get as... My vlogs are like my most requested thing, so if there's anything else you guys would want to see to break up the vlogs, then do let me know. Other than that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, whatever day you're watching this on, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.